In Egypt, archaeologists have found more than 100 crocodile mummies. Archaeologists discovered more than 100 mummies of crocodiles, not humans, at a site in Egypt. When specialists deciphered the writings on the coffins of these crocodile mummies, they were shocked and perplexed. Welcome to Historical Stories. Following mummification, bodies were preserved and embellished according to their rank or status thousands of years ago before being interred in tombs or underground. Even though many mummies have been found in Egypt, today we'll focus on 7 amazing mummies that shocked specialists and archaeologists when they were found. Let's begin. 7. Lady Rai, one of the oldest mummies in ancient Egypt. One of ancient Egypt's oldest mummies is the property of a woman called Lady Rai. Archaeologists were amazed by this mummy when it was found in Thebes approximately 140 years ago. According to studies, Lady Rai passed away at the age of 35 approximately 3,550 years ago. She was said to be a royal queen's attendant or nurse. Her hair was what most astonished the archaeologists. Her hair was as good as ever, even after thousands of years. Some of the strands really appeared to have been cut just a few months prior. Today, her hairdo, which was meticulously preserved during mummification, remains intact. 6. Ramesses II, Egypt's most magnificent pharaoh known as Ramses the Great. Ramses II was one of the most well-known pharaohs in ancient Egypt. He governed for a remarkably long time and passed away at the age of 90, in contrast to many others. At 1881, his mother was found at Deir el-Bahari. More than 150 children were fathered by Ramses II, according to DNA testing. It was noted in 1974 that his mother was becoming worse. The Egyptian authorities transported it to Paris to be treated in order to preserve it. Nonetheless, international regulations mandated that even someone who had passed away needed a passport in order to travel across borders. As a result, Ramses II received a passport from Egypt and was given the title king. He became the first person in history to be granted a passport after his death. When his mother arrived in Paris, she received full military honors. 5. The Boy King, Tutankhamun. The world was stunned when Tutankhamun's tomb was discovered in 1922. Known as King Tut, he ascended to the throne at the age of 9 and passed away at the age of 19. His mummy and a huge treasure trove were found in his tomb, which was 20 feet below the surface in the Valley of the Kings. According to legend, King Tut's tomb was cursed. Shortly after the discovery, Lord Carnarvon, the man who provided funding for the excavation, unexpectedly passed away from a mosquito bite. This strengthened the notion that the tomb and its contents were protected by spirits. 4. The mysterious discovery of crocodile mummies. Over 100 crocodile mummies that had been preserved for thousands of years were discovered by researchers when they were looking for ancient Egyptian antiquities. At first, they couldn't understand why crocodiles, not people, were mummified. Crocodiles were regarded by the ancient Egyptians as emblems of strength and divinity, according to later inscriptions found on the coffins. To venerate these animals, they even made monuments that featured human bodies and crocodile heads. 3. The regal pet of Gazelle mummies. Ancient Egyptians mummified a variety of creatures besides crocodiles. Mummies of gazelles, which are said to have been royal pets, were also found by archaeologists. A 3,000-year-old gazelle mummy was interred with royal dignity, much like kings and queens. This discovery demonstrated the importance of animals in the ancient elites' lives. 2. The mysterious mud-covered mummy. The ancient Egyptians preserved mummies with resin, an expensive chemical. But instead of resin, Australian scientists discovered a 3,000-year-old mummy wrapped in dirt. Years later, this mummy, which was thought to be that of a 25-year-old woman, was buried in mud to further preserve it. Archaeologists are baffled by the reasons behind this remarkable preservation technique. 1. Ancient body art. The tattooed mummy. Although body tattoos nowadays are frequently viewed as a fashion statement, they were also highly valued in antiquity. 7 female mummies with elaborate tattoos were found by researchers in Deir el-Medina. One of these mummies was covered with more than 30 tattoos. According to experts, these tattoos may suggest that the ladies were painters who contributed to the decoration of the Valley of the King's chambers and tombs. The amazing craftsmanship and beliefs of the ancient Egyptians are demonstrated by these intriguing findings. Please remember to like, share, and comment if you liked this video.